Well, we're getting started on digging up the madder. The madder root, if you know it, is very good for reds. Lovely, lovely, lovely reds for natural dyeing. But during the rest of the year, you know, it kind of looks a little gritty and weedy, but it comes up to about, you know, the height of a person. And my friend has been working on clearing most of the patch, and she's got a really great mature madder bed here.
It's at least 25. It's about 25 years.
25 years old, which leads to really nice thick roots.
Because as you know, madder needs to grow a minimum of 3 years before the roots are strong enough. So they're quite in here quite deeply.
How deep do we have to dig? And I'm going to put down the camera soon so that I actually share in the digging.
Yeah. These are the new roots for next year's growth. This is not what we want for the dye. We want last year's roots. See how they're hiding in the dirt here?
And a little bit darker in color.
A lot darker.
Yeah. Okay, so thicker roots.
There you go. These are not as big as some. We've got bigger, but we will definitely use that.
Okay, great.
And part of the way to find these is where the new shoots are coming up. You know that they're coming from a root. So what I do, so what I do is go as deep as I can with this. And tip it up. Turn it kinda. And then
start digging.
I get my hand down in here. And I find the here it is. And I'll start kind of following that with my hand and give it a pull. And I got a little bit of usable right here.
But the ones that are young are not good.
No, they haven't developed enough dye. But I lost my grip on that one. I broke it before. Now I can feel it again. Here it goes. And I'll just kind of start following that and give it a pull. Failed again. That's all right.
Go deeper. It's all good.
You gotta go deeper. Exactly.
So I'm gonna put down the camera so that we can get digging, and then we can look at it later.
Here's a decent one.
Nice. So it's the woody ones.
It's the woody ones. Because the dye is in layers under this bark. And those are quite small.
Now you leave this here so that it'll grow back next year, or will it just naturally grow back because there's so many roots?
There's no way I can prevent it from growing back. I come out here and I beat it with a stick. I started out with 3 plants over there, and they behaved themselves for maybe 10 years, and then they moved.
Oh, you're kidding.
No. And they are headed now for the house. And they're all the way over to here.
So pretty soon it'll be
in the alley.
Pretty soon it'll be, you know, madder country.
It is.
It already is madder country.
It's incredibly invasive. It truly is, and it has to be managed. And I'm getting old, and it's getting more and more difficult to manage it.
Well, you can call me every January to come do this. So we're looking at our haul. Look at all these nice roots. See how easily they break?
Well, not because they're strong. Look,
but they snap.
What I want to show you is the color.
All that red. Beautiful.
Some of the orange, there are 27 different pigments in madder.
Oh, really? Wow.
The alizarin is the red one, and it's the most of it is in this bark area.
Really? It looks very dark, in
between the layers of bark.
Wow, look at that. Let me see that. Oh my gosh. It's wonderful.
Isn't it? So some of your more orange colors are this inner part. So
we have to separate it when we do.
I don't work that hard. I cut up all of it and use it.
But we could if we wanted to.
I have read that in some places they will separate just this inner bark. Just this bark right here.
I don't mind working that hard.
Okay.
And look at how much else we got all the way over here.
Yeah.
We just dug it up out of this little corner.
Just one little corner.
And a lot of it was in the brick, and we're digging down a little bit deeper, but we're going to stop and do some washing soon.
Yeah.
And it's exciting.
What's our method?
So we've got 3 groups going here. This is unprocessed. This is washed. That's washed and draining. And so we're going to wash this now. And basically, if you buy them online, from what my friend Kathy here is saying, is that you'll get the thinner roots. Maybe you'll get this thick, but maybe you'll even get thin as this for $40 a pound. But look at what we got. We picked up these roots. And it's kind of neat. I want to share with you what it looks like inside, because there's an orange and there's a red tint, but we've got to get to there. For now, we're washing and drying. Here we are.
Here we go. So, let me get the clipper.
And we're going to clip it. The bark is very soft.
Right now.
Right now.
When it dries, it will turn into wood.
Oh.
It will be very, very hard.
Yeah, so we want to, and that's what's got the rich red. And then here is the orange in the middle here. But look at that. You can tell the red tint on it. And there's a little bit of orange coming off in my hand. So, but we're basically going to clip off all of these little roots. These are trash right now. And we're trying to just get to the part where we keep the bark. Now, I don't know if we're going to actually peel off the outer bark, or if we're going to use that in the dye too. But Kathy will share with me. So Kathy is going to work on cleaning the matter. We're cutting up it into small bits so that it can
expose as much area as possible to water extraction. The reason it's important to cut this up when it's moist like this is because when it dries, it is so hard.
Yeah. And then it's really, that's where you want the dye to be released by the surface. Okay.
And one thing that's really, really good that I'm just not able to do, I've tried a couple times, but I don't have a good system, is to grind the root.
Ooh.
If you can grind it into a powder, then you can really extract the dye.
What about blender?
I burned up a couple.
A grater?
The best thing, this one is phenomenal.
That is a nice looking root.
Phenomenal. Now what I'm going to do is just with my hand, I'm going to knock off these buds. These are shooting out here because we've had warm weather, and the plant
thinks ready to grow again.
Well, it thinks it's spring because the weather's so crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's putting out new shoots.
Beautiful.
So, but there's no dye content in those, so we don't really need the room. Now there's some dirt, but again, this is going to get washed again, so it doesn't matter at this point that I'm.
Oh, it doesn't matter that you don't wash the matter. Oh, no.
It doesn't matter that you don't wash your matter.
I know.
So what's the matter with you?
What's the matter with you? You know, we could go at it all day.
Yeah, there's so much pun space here.
Ah, funny.
Yeah.
And then I want to point out Kathy's lovely lemon tree.
Oh.
And this is very symbolic because I met Kathy in my lemonade days.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Thank you so much, Kathy.
Oh.
Having a great time here. And we're cutting the matter up. It's pretty easy. The thicker ones are a little harder to cut. But Kathy was just showing me.
Illustration of that.
Oh,
that one's been exposed, and that one I just cut.
Oh, look at that. Exposed, just cut. So that yellow is not the color you're looking for. That's what we're trying to expose all of these surfaces so that we get that oxidation to happen. Nice. Good job. Okay, here we are several hours later, and we got us bowls of matter. Matter. And it's starting to harden, so we pretty much had to get this done. The root is very soft. I mean, you can break some of these pieces like green beans. I mean, when they're wet, but then as it dries out, it becomes very woody. And then I got me a little ball. It was a little knot in the root, and I'm going to save this as a ball. An example of of what you can get, of what it looks like.
That's not written in cement.
Yeah. So generally we're going to look for about a pound of root for about a pound of wool. But, you know, I'm just recording. That's what we're thinking about. We're going to weigh it when we go home. We're going to weigh it when it's all dried out. And I'll be here doing more digging later next week. Bye. So this is the original color. What kind of wool is this?
Unknown.
Unknown.
It's 100% from Canada.
Oh,
it's wool. You know, I don't actually know what.
And what are we looking at here?
This is dyed. It's all the same wool. This is undyed, and these are dipped in that madder out of the thing. But you can see how
it's a little different. Is this
pale.
One? Did you do this before and then add more madder and then do this, or it's all
this one had a lesser amount of madder in the thing, and I didn't swish it around as much, so it didn't penetrate inside as much.
Now tell me, once you have this, then you have to mordant it?
I did it before I dyed it.
So how do you mordant it?
The night before I mixed up. I knew I had a pound of wool. Because each skein was 4 ounces, and there's 4 of them, so that's 16 ounces.
That's 4 ounces. That's not a lot. That looks like a lot of wool at 4 ounces.
Yeah. 25% would be 4 ounces of alum. So I split that between 2 pots.
Okay.
And I dissolved it and filled the pots up with water and put 2 skeins, actually 3, in each. In each pot.
To get it ready.
And I simmered it overnight and let it soak overnight. And the next morning I rinsed it, and then I started the dye baths.
Okay. And then and I know we're going to do this together, but then once you put it in the dye bath, it's going to be simmered? For how long?
I left it all day.
All day.
And then I let it soak overnight.
Really?
Yeah.
Still on the but not on the pot.
I turned the heat off and let it soak overnight to cool down.
Okay.
Then the next day, I took it out and I rinsed it.
Okay, in cool water.
In cool water. Yeah.
Okay, and then
let them dry.
And then just hung it up to dry.
And hung it up to dry, and
then it'll be fixed
pale.
In there, and it's not going to go
anywhere.
The dye won't go anywhere. You can wash it with soap, laundry, everything.
Yeah. Well, you don't ever want to use heavy laundry detergents on your wool.
So like Woolite or something.
I'm not big on Woolite. I like Orvis. I like hair shampoo if you don't have anything else.
Use Dawn?
No. Okay. It's too strong. That'll strip all the oils out. You want to use Dawn when you're trying to get all the grease out.
Oh, right.
But once your wool is already processed, then you want something more gentle.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
keep the oils in. Good.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
To not.
What, this color?
That one. That is madder over a gray wool. Which
you
is
get brown.
A wonderful little trick that you can
do
to get changes in colors.
Lovely.
This one has some.
You're doing color mixing.
Has some cochineal in it.
Oh, nice.
Now you can see all the different shades of madder here on pretty much the same wool, I think.
Really?
I'd have to read the tags.
Oh, right, because I remember you did that. You brought these to a meeting.
One of the guild meetings.
Yes, I remember. Yeah. And that's why I got so excited about the madder.
Because it's
so
just beautiful stuff.
Oh my gosh,
so you can see all the different colors there.
Yeah, and we're going to try to do that. Now I have to go spin up some wool so that I have something to dye.
There you go.
Ouch. Yeah, you don't know how inept I am, but I will try.
Come over and hang out. We'll spin.
Okay, we'll do that.
I'm a good spinning teacher.
Yeah. Hey, so here I am back home, and I've got my madder all spread out. Well, I'm actually working on spreading it out now. I have to be careful so that it won't tip over. I might have to figure out how to not... Hey, you. Shh. But I'm spreading it out so that it can dry properly, and then I'm going to lay another... Oh, you know what? I'm going to put this under it so that it won't... Hey! Okay, there we are, a bed of madder waiting to be dried. There's the madder.